Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 9th of March. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have Beach Energy, Surefire Resources, Austral Resources, Leo Lithium and Macquarie Group. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to our free newsletter, but our stock tips actually come out on Tuesday in the Dynamic Investor Report. So make sure you are subscribing to that report. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business is in portfolio management, so if you'd like to have a trading account with me, please let me know. And all the advice used general only. So we've got Beach Energy here. As we could see, it's a bit of a messy chart. It would have been, I think, fairly difficult to trade. Most recently fallen back towards this sort of double bottom here. So there is an area of support, divergence on the RSI. So we've got RSI bottomed out here. So while the share price has headed lower, momentum's headed higher. So possibly we get a bounce here, but we're not seeing the bounce yet. So early days, need to see a bounce for a buy, but it's still at risk of falling lower. Surefire, so sort of interesting chart here. We had that massive move nearly a year ago on huge volume, only for it to give up all the gains. It's built a base, but as we could see in the last couple of days, potentially a big breakout of that base. So big volume, gapping up, closing on the highs. It was down a little bit yesterday, but so far this breakout looks like it'll stick, so that could lead to a decent move. Of course, no guarantees, so you don't want to see it back at 15 cents, so you need to have your stop close by. Okay, AR1, so another stock that's given up all those gains from about a year ago. Most recently, we saw this rally on decent volume, and it's eased back here in what looks like a bull flag. And volume is really picking up in the last few days, so it looks like it's just about to break out of that. So yeah, potentially an imminent buy signal. You just need to keep your stops close by, I think, near that 20-cent mark. Okay, Leo Lithium, still fairly range bound. It's only a new listing. I mean, if I look at the weekly chart, it looks like it's bottoming out here. We've got some good support coming in over the past few weeks, but on a sort of smaller time frame, what we've had is a couple of days up and a few days back here. So maybe this is a very small sort of bullish flag consolidation. I guess you'd want to see it sort of pop above that through 55 cents. That would be the buy. Otherwise, looking at this overall, there's still potential for it to continue drifting. Okay, Macquarie. So if we go to, say, a weekly chart, you could see the big sort of downtrend here, but then in the last sort of few months, what it's done is it's formed like an inverse head and shoulders. So potential low in place now that it's broken above 180. Shorter term, it's sort of eased back here. Had a good run for a couple of days, but we could see a bit of price rejection here and another dip lower there. So just be interesting to see whether it continues to roll over and come back for a lower retest near 180, so back in the 180s. Otherwise, you might, if it just sort of hovers here sideways for a bit, then you'd be looking for an upside break above 195 for the buy signal. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through and we'll try to cover it next week for you.